Uther versus Uther. I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
Blackwing Technician is a really high quality card for the early game. I actually have so few dragons and so few cards that I want early. I'm going to keep the Dragon Consort to make sure my Technician is online. My hand is actually pretty good. I have Coin Tech into True Silver. Dire Wolf Alpha. I probably should have played this other one because if he was paying attention, he knew I kept it in my opener. I feel like this card could have been a mystery still.
Not on my
Of course, he would have exactly those two cards. I guess this isn't really that bad though. I trade 2 Technicians, he trades a Direwolf Alpha and a Blessing of Might. It's a 2 for 2, but he gets a 3 mana tempo swing out of it, so I guess it is pretty bad. Maybe he'll go face and then I can wreck him with Consecration. I mean, I guess I have to True Silver into something here. What makes the most sense? If I go into the dog, I take 5 and then 6. I'm probably corrupting the other one next turn. If I go into the Protector first, I take 7 and then 5. So I think going into the dog first just makes the most sense. Mathematically, I think I just take 1 less damage. This does leave me more vulnerable to something like another Divine Shield, just since this guy has more attack. I would take an extra damage if he threw a Divine Shield on it. But I don't think that's that likely. He actually had a pretty weak turn here. Wonder if this weapon's going face. Yeah, at this point I would have to imagine it is. So this is one of the matchups where I'm pretty happy I have a Forbidden Healing in my deck. I don't think I attack into that with my True Silver. Actually, I probably should have since he's playing buffs. Now his Blessing of Kings can actually hit me in the face. Yeah, I should have swung with the True Silver there. I haven't played against Aggro Paladin in such a long time, I forgot the fundamentals of facing off against it. But I have seen a Blessing of Kings. That's not too bad. Okay, it got a little bit worse, but it's not too bad still. I have a pretty decent Consecration here, I guess. Getting so close to dying, though. I think Consecration's the only play, though. I guess I could Equality Consecrate here. I would bump in to pop the Divine Shield, this guy would be at 1, and then I would Equality Consecrate, and I'd be able to keep a 5/1 Corruptor on the board. I also wouldn't have to take 3 from using my True Silver. Equality can't be good in this matchup, can it? I do have to give up making a 1/1, but that's probably not too important. I guess I like the Equality here. I'm not sure if the True Silver attack there actually puts me out of range of anything, but I wanted to get the healing out of it. Actually, it was probably a mistake to use the True Silver there since I have the Forbidden Healing in my hand. I was thinking I'm so low I don't really want to use it on a minion, but if I heal for 14 next turn then I feel a lot better using it on a minion. So it looks like I haven't played this game very well so far.
Reporting for duty. Move quickly.
I think I'm definitely playing my Twilight Guardian here. Question is, do I trade a 5/1 into a 1/1 just to prevent like a Blessing of Kings or something? And do I play Outdoor Peacekeeper instead of Hero Power just to have more stuff on the board? Also empties my hand a little bit for a Divine Favor if he's playing that. I could also just heal for 6 with Forbidden Healing here. I feel like that's not going to be enough heals though. I think I'm gonna keep the 5-1 in play. I do kind of just need to kill him before he kills me. I think dealing 5 damage is pretty good. And even if he has like Blessing of Kings, that doesn't let him push any damage this turn, probably. Oh, he had a Consecration. The deckhand isn't very good here, unless he has another weapon. Yeah, he's just gonna use it to clear so he can push through a damage this turn.
Reporting for duty.
I probably need to use my Forbidden Healing here, which is a little bit unfortunate because I have to give up board development to do that. But he's only gonna have 2 cards next turn. The cards in his deck probably aren't too high value. And even if he plays like Tyrion or something, I do have the Eldar Peacekeeper in my hand to kinda counter it. So hopefully it's not Ragnaros, I guess. Next turn, Blackwing Corruptor plus Eldar Peacekeeper might be pretty strong.
Reporting for duty.
Cool, the Crazed Alchemist gave me even more Eldar Peacekeeper value. Oh wait, no, I can just Corruptor that now. I guess I'm peacekeeping this guy. That way in the 1 in a million chance that he's playing Iron Beak Owl, he doesn't get a 3-4 when he silences off my Peacekeeper buff. The odds of that actually coming into play are basically 0. But something to think about, I guess.
Reporting for duty.
Looks like he might just have too much crap on the board for me to be able to win. Mysterious Challenger does pull out a Noble Sack. I can go Challenger Peacekeeper. That leaves him with 7 power on board. Noble Sack will block 1, so he'll have 6 that he can push. And then I guess I should kill a minion so that Blessing of Kings and True Silver aren't lethal.
I wonder. Who am I? None of your business. Follow the rule.
So I assume Noble Sack blocks this guy. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, 6 damage. So I do need to kill something. Does it make sense to push this 5? I should have just so many stats on the board next turn if he doesn't trade. But I feel like taking 1 more damage off the table doesn't really hit any breakpoints. I'm not dead to True Silver, I'm still dead to Leroy either way. Nice.
Uther versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
Against Hunter, I think I really want Doomsayer. I probably want Blackwing Technician. I don't know if I can keep the Wild Pyromancer. Probably not. I don't know, maybe I just play it on turn 2. I'm gonna keep the Pyro to play on turn 2. I'm not sure if this is correct, but my deck doesn't really have that many good turn 2 plays. And if I can just make it into the mid-game, I'll feel a lot better. So I think I will try just keeping the Pyro. Not sure if I should play Noble Sack here. I guess not for now. If his first minion is a Kindly Grandmother, I don't really want to give him something to pop it for free.
I'll never tell.
I guess I just play Pyro into the Secret Keeper. If he doesn't have a secret, I should be able to kill it easily. And the only secret that really stops me from at least trading is Freezing Trap. If he has to coin out an Eaglehorn Bow, that's kind of okay. It looks like this sequence would have worked out a lot better for me if I had played the Noble Sack on 1. I guess I'll play the Noble Sack here. Probably just gets a bow charge, but that's kind of fine. Oh shit, I forgot that it buffed his Secret Keeper. Okay, well, shouldn't have played the Noble Sack there.
I'll never tell.
God damn it, I'm so stupid. Well, I have a good consecration here. I mean, not a good consecration, but an okay consecration. So I know that secret isn't cat, snake, or freezing. I think those are the only ones I have information on. So explosive and snipe are probably the two most likely. So here I can really feel my lack of dragons hurting me. If I could just drop the 3/6 here, I'd be pretty happy. Wonder if I just play it anyway. Probably eats a snipe for my challenger next turn. I don't really want to send out Eldor Peacekeeper because he might be playing high mains. I guess I just play this for snipe bait. Feels pretty bad. Hopefully there's no Houndmaster here. I'm totally fine with an Eagle Horn Bow. That was a really weak turn from him. I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Go ahead and drop the challenger here. Dr. 6 on 6.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Come, midnight.
Unfortunately, the secrets that I got aren't very good. I guess at this point I just have to try to race him. I can't imagine that's going to work out very well for me, but I don't see another line that wins me the game. So don't be freezing trap. Alright, nice. Okay, now don't be snipe. So he's showing 11 damage. I shouldn't die this turn. So even if I kill off the 3/4 and peacekeep the high main, I'm still dead next turn. The way the math works out, he won't mess up on eye for an eye.
Must move quickly.
I guess I have to do some clearing or something here. Is it even possible for me to clear well enough?
Follow the rule.
I wield the power.
The battle. Stop asking.
Yeah, there was nothing I could do to stop dying there, I don't think.
Uther versus Morgul. I will fight with honor.
I think I do want my Doomsayer against Shaman. Turn 2 Doomsayer into turn 3 Coin Twilight Guardian is pretty strong. I don't think coining out the Doomsayer is very good. Doesn't even trade with anything. I don't even really like playing the Doomsayer here. Doesn't seem like it gets much. I guess I'm just gonna make a dude.
Reporting for duty.
What are the odds my Doomsayer goes off against that board? He's showing 6, he only needs 1 damage. Flame Tongue Totem, Spell Damage Totem, Foul Nose, Lightning Bolt. Doomsayer seems pretty unlikely in this board state. I guess I'm just gonna go for the Twilight Guardian here. Lines up fairly well against his stuff. If he doesn't roll spell damage, he has to send both of his wolves into it. Very passive turn from the opponent. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything to capitalize on that passiveness. Do I just trade into a wolf and make a dude? Do I try to play Doomsayer here so I can tempo out my Azure Drake? I guess I'm just gonna make a dude and play Noble Sack. I think he's trying to roll a spell damage totem so he doesn't have to use his wolf, but anywhere that this Noble Sack hits is pretty good at making the math awkward for him. I can just play my Azure Drake here, but it's so bad against his weapon. Do I pray that the Doomsayer goes off this turn? Do I just Consecration this board? What do I do? I guess I'm just gonna play out my Azure Drake here. Challenger is an okay pickup for next turn. The Corruptor is actually pretty nice here. Lets me snipe the Flame Tongue Totem. I don't think I can play Challenger here because it just dies so easily to all the shitty little totems. I think I like the Corruptor quite a bit actually. Because now his board is significantly weaker. If he wants to kill it, might have to use his thing from below.
There is a lot at stake here.
Alright, so I obviously have to use one of my board clears on this. Not sure if it's better to Pyro Equality or just Equality Consecrate. If I Pyro Equality, I can also use my Doomsayer. This might be the best turn to do it, just prevent him from developing anything so I can play Challenger on an empty board. If I don't use my Doomsayer in a situation like this, it's probably just going to rot in my hand. And I think the Pyro Equality clear is better, because it leaves me with a Consecration in hand. And Consecration is obviously pretty good at killing totems. Whereas if I'm left with a Pyro in hand, that card doesn't really do much against totems. So he's likely to just do nothing here, and then I play Challenger, make a dude. He might Hex the Challenger, and if he does that, maybe I can get away with just playing Malygos on an empty board.
Who am I? None of your business. Reporting for duty.
Also pretty unlikely that he procs my eye for an eye here, for whatever that's worth. Thanks to Competitive Spirit, I can actually kill that Manatide. I was debating whether or not it was worth playing Malygos here, because if it gets hexed, it's pretty bad for me. But now that I picked up the Tyrion, even if the Malygos gets hexed, I'm pretty happy, because I have a Tyrion that's not going to get hexed.
We hunger for vengeance.
Seemed like a weird attack with the Searing Totem.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, Malygos is still alive. I think I want to just consecrate this board and push. He's not going to have too much left. And if I clear off this board, it should be hard for him to deal 4 to the Malagos. Let's play the second challenger as a dude here. He obviously doesn't pull anything. He's still pretty strong. He did roll the taunt, so he's not dead. I'm actually tempted to not play Tyrion, so maybe he'll hit me in the face and eye for an eye I'll kill him, but that's obviously not correct. Oh, not Malagos.
Don't test me, child.